Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kenya Airlift program, and this is our journey.
Is this your first time to fly out?
It is my first time to fly out, to board a plane, internationally and locally. I've never been on a plane, and I'm so excited about that.
How do you feel?
I feel so happy. The day is finally here. A few months ago, this felt like a far-fetched dream. Now we are here, the dream is coming true. I am so happy and thankful to God and to everyone who has made this possible. Special thanks to Bob Mwiti, the founder and managing director of Upstack America, Mheshimiwa DMK, and my family.
Yeah, it's very, very hard. This is where we live. Not because this is Florida, but it's a very beautiful place. And Polish is my fiance. We got engaged. I was born in Meru, Meru County. I grew up with my grandparents. They are the ones who really took care of me. I was born 37 years ago, and I went to the local primary school. It's called Gikumene Primary School in Meru County. That's where I did my Kenya Certificate of Primary Education. I graduated from that school in 1997, and then I got 577 points out of 700. And then I was admitted to Nairobi School. I couldn't be able to afford the school fees to go to Nairobi School. So my grandfather, he looked for another school. It's called Mkobo High School. It's also in Meru, a good provincial school. And that's where I ended up going for my high school education. I finished my high school education in 2001. I scored a B+. I came to the US in 2009, and I came as a master's student, and it was my first time getting out of Kenya, and it was a very interesting trip because I had really not traveled before I came to the US. I had come to study an MBA, and I went to Indiana University of Pennsylvania in Pennsylvania State. In this program, really, it's not just to bring you here, okay? It is to actually bring you to the US and make and help you get into good jobs, okay? Because like I told you, that's the challenge a lot of us face when you're here, because we are not able to get good jobs. And we want anyone who comes to that Kenya Airlift program, they can be able to get into the IT industry. We can be able to place them on these jobs: robotics, process automation, Oracle, EBS. There's so many technologies out there that they can go out and do as systems analyst and all that. So we make sure we train you and all that, so when you graduate, we get you into the industry and you start working just like the way I basically help them to get into what I've done so far. You know, be able to get into the IT and then be able to get papers through employment, because that's another challenge that a lot of people face. Yeah, now like I told you, our Upstack America, really our core business is, IT training and placement. But because of the challenges that I faced when I came to the US, being denied visas and all that, I also observed that a lot of people, there's so many brilliant Kenyans out there who really would want to have that opportunity to come to the US. And as I started, having my, sharing my information out there, I started getting a lot of people asking me so many questions like, Bob, how can I get to the US? How can I find scholarships? How can I find, how can I find some help to come there? And because I came to the US as an international student, so I've really walked through that path. I know all the challenges, and I wanted to share guidance and give them that, tell them exactly what they can be able to do for them to successfully come here. Now, as I was doing that, Honorable DMK, who is a brilliant MCA back in Kenya, he heard about me. He had come to the US, and he heard about me, about that International Scholars Program, and he reached out to me. And luckily, last year I was in Kenya early last year, and he reached out to me and he told me that he wanted to, speak to me about, what I do. And that's actually how the Kenya Airlift program was born.
My name is Dennis Kiogora, but popularly people call me DMK. Those are abbreviations for my names. The MCA for Bogeta West. Bogeta West is in the other side of Meru, Imenti South. I'm serving in my first term as the MCA for the ward. And basically the reason we're here today is because of the airlifting program. We started the program back early in 2018, a few months back, and I'm gone to the US in February 2018, and I met so many young guys from around and from this country who are there, and I wanted to find out how they are doing, their American experience, and all that. Then when we shared, I discovered that some of them are going through hardships. And people here, the moment they hear you are there in the United States and you're earning, and you are employed or you are studying, they start asking for money. They think you are earning a lot of money. And these guys were going through so many challenges, and some of them are students. They need money. So I tend to ask them, because of the American dream, how can young people who are here, because as a politician, the pressure was too much on my back, having been supported by young people to get them jobs, particularly the university graduates. So I was trying to see I was asking them, how did you come here? They know me, we did the applications, we struggled and all that. Then I met one Doreen, and she introduced me to Bob. Then I shared with Bob, and he told me about his American experience. And I asked Bob, now that you have a company here called Upstack America, Bob was doing airlifts, but he was dealing with Indians and Chinese who are interested in tech and taking them there to work in Google and such companies. This program has actually won me an award, the Mtumishi Bora wa Mwaka, in a few weeks ago, I think on 22nd of November in Nairobi by KCPF for starting this program.
KCPF is what in full?
It's called Kenya Christian Professionals Forum, something like that. It's ended by this lawyer, Kanjama. Yes, he's the one who started it. So they recognize
What's your
people.
specialty? What have you studied?
I did political science at the University of Nairobi. And I would have wanted to do masters in politics, but I thought of doing something different to get knowledge in another field. I did MSc in entrepreneurship and innovations management from the same university for my masters. Right now I'm doing something totally different again. PhD in environmental law, and then bachelor's of law as a degree.
And one would wonder, now why be an MCA?
Why be an MCA? I want to make a difference.
Something bigger.
I was working at ELB. I was a loans officer. The moment I graduated in 2013, I was employed. I was hired at ELB. I was the son of chairman 2012 at the University of Nairobi, by the way. Babu came in 2011. I succeeded him in 2012. 2013, I was succeeded by Kenuthia. Babu came back again and never left. So I was there. So the time I was there, I used to work very closely with ELB to help young people get loans and all that. So when I completed university, they called me. I worked for them until I came and contested. I wanted a position where I can make a difference. And I thought I was not ready and strong enough to go for the MP position in my constituency. It's very competitive. So I decided to go for something small that can give me a platform to make a difference.
This is American Mall. Keep taking these guys to see how things work here.
We just took a walk today morning with the team, and the neighbors are just saying hi to us, waving from their vehicles and all that, which is so different from back home where no one will say hi to you if not unless they know you very, very well. So for me, I would say people here are so friendly. Also, we got a lot of help from the airport in terms of asking for direction on what to do. The guy, yes, the citizens here, I'd say, were really willing to help you regardless of your skin color and all that. They just there to help you and ensure that you succeed, like maybe from like getting that next plane to where you're going to. So it's people are so friendly.
They're always smiling.
Yeah, smiling.
Yeah, it's always like that, by the way. Here in the US, people are always smiling, and people will always give you, like if you are lost, they'll tell you, where to go and stuff like that. Since the inception of the Kenya Airlift program, we have a total of 70 students who have enrolled. 3 of them have withdrawn. 3 have successfully relocated to the US. We have 3 students who have approved visas. We have 1 student with a pending visa appointment. We have 2 students who have pending school applications. And we have the rest of the students studying for their GMAT exams. And these are 58 students. In 2018, when we started the program, we had 3 students who enrolled. In 2019, we had 12 students who enrolled. In 2020, we've had 55 students who have so far enrolled into the program. I hope you enjoyed the clip, and I want to say a big thank you to Weru TV for the support that you've given us. I also want to say a big thank you to Chams Media Daring Abroad program for the support that you have accorded us in the Kenya Airlift program. Thank you so much and happy holidays. Goodbye.